Today, Jack Butcher has an online audience of over 500k, earns 100,000 a month, and runs an infinitely scalable business. But just 4 years ago, in 2018, he was burnt out running an ad agency serving corporate clients. The insight behind this transition? Productizing himself. He started down the standard career path, studying design at university, and then spent a decade working in the industry, bouncing around different jobs, picking up new skills, and building connections. In 2018, he started his own advertising agency, shooting videos, commercials, basically full stack creative work. Serving corporate clients as a single person agency turned out to be super exhausting, and he was feeling burnt out by the end of the year. But working on his business revealed some important things about the industry. He observed that the clients weren't coming to him for his skill set. There was no reason to choose him over another agency specializing in, say, shooting video commercials. He had built up a strong network at his previous jobs, and his new agency was benefiting from that. He quickly understood that this wouldn't be sustainable, and he had to either scale up or pivot. He could either hire some designers, managers, and scale his agency to handle corporate clients, or pivot the agency in one specific narrow direction to eliminate all competition. He chose to dig in and focus on a very specific part of the design process: pitch decks. A pitch deck is essentially a sort of presentation used to introduce and communicate an idea to win a job. It itself is usually not the product, but he had spent so much time refining that process, he could build a brand around that as a product. But pitch decks themselves aren't so special. So then, what was Jack's secret sauce? As a graphic designer, he had to compete against a massive pool of other designers. But by layering his skill as an artist with his expertise for understanding value, he created a whole new market with no competition. With no competition around, he captured all the demand and scaled it using media. To conclude, here are the key insights we can draw from Jack Butcher's journey. Hard skills are scalable but fungible, meaning a graphic designer or programmer can easily be replaced. Soft skills and professional connections are non-fungible, meaning you're harder to replace, but they're not sustainable because you cannot depend on them entirely. Specific knowledge is non-fungible and scalable, which means you cannot be replaced and you can scale your business using code or media. For example, Jack Butcher has a specific skill of understanding value and conveying it through visuals, which he scaled using social media.